Okay, so you're going to have to bear with me. Yes, this is Mrs. Crave, and this is my voice. That's why I'm not at school today. All right, so you are going to be working on the Greenhouse Effect Lab with a computer, which will make it a little bit easier than using the iPad. All right, so this is just a generic version that I created for class. Now, you have to input a nice graph, just like this one, okay? And I'm going to show you how to do that, and I'm also going to show you how to use averages. So first and foremost, I'm going to delete this. To make the graph, you're going to need to select the data that you want in the graph. Okay, do not select the data chart temperature in degrees Celsius. Skip that. Start right here where it says minute and highlight down to the 20 minutes. Okay, and then let go. You're going to go up to Insert, select Chart, and a chart should pop up. Okay, so there's some problems with this graph. Right away, you can see that there's problems. This blue line is minutes. So if you go over here to the chart editor, scroll down, and we want to use column A as labels. So if you check mark that, voila, now we have the minutes on the x-axis or the horizontal. All right, there's a little bit more that we need to do. This title is really not sufficient. So I'm going to click on this Customize, Chart and Access Titles. Here's where we can change the titles. So I'm going to delete that one. And I'm just going to call it the Greenhouse Effect. Simple enough. Okay. And if you notice, neither axes have labels, so we need to label them. So I'm going to do the horizontal first. So this was 0 to 20 what? Minutes, right? So this is time in minutes. Then the vertical axis. What were these? 0 to 80. It's temperature in Celsius. Now, if you don't like the way it looks, you can, of course, play with it, like in this customized settings, but this is really sufficient. But if you like to mess with like the background, the grid lines, all of that, that is all in here, okay? Changing the fonts. So you could play around with it for a little bit and make it as cute as you want it to be. Okay, next thing. So if you haven't already done your averages, it's really super simple in Sheets. So all you have to do, I'm going to make my view a little bit smaller so I can see all the data. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so I can find the average of this set of numbers, is I'm going to highlight that set. Okay, so I've highlighted the set of numbers that I want to find the average for. And then up here in the menu, you have a Functions button. Click the down arrow, and look, there's average. So at the bottom of my number list, it's going to come up with this formula. And you want to make sure it says average, and that it's from the set of data that you highlighted, which it is. So to get the average, it's so simple. You hit return, and there's the average. Is that amazing? Okay, so make sure you do that for both sets. Okay, last but not least. So yesterday people were having trouble typing. Okay, So like, let's say I want to answer this claim hypothesis supported or not. And I'm going to put it underneath the question. I click on the row I want to type in. See how the whole row is now highlighted? And I go up here to where it has a spot to type. So you would type your answer here, and the answer appears in the row needed. Okay? If you're having a hard time, like if you're writing a lot and you can't see the whole thing, you can also wrap this text, which is right here, text wrapping. And it's the center one that you want to do, and then it would wrap it. But I don't really like the way that looks for this particular one, but I'm going to hit undo, and it goes right back. Well, I hope that helped. If you have any questions, I will just be online anyway, watching to see if you guys have any questions on the assignment. So just put it in the comments, and have a good day. Be good.